Alba.
Hey Nora, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
We're doing good. Getting
Good.
ready for Super Bowl. It's
Good,
around the
good, good,
corner.
good.
Well, tonight I have two recipes that I'm making for Super Bowl. So I thought it's a great time for us to chat and make a couple, do some prep for Sunday's big game. So I'm making some jalapeno stuffed peppers with bacon around them. And I'm also going to make some quesadillas. I'm only going to make a couple just to try them out. I'm going to make the real ones on Sunday. So
Okay.
that's what I'm making. What are you making today?
Okay, here's what I'm making, and I just saw this one. Her name is Nicole, and I don't know what her her website is called, but anyway, she's making it's the traditional Velveeta cheese, which is not this is not Velveeta, it's the bargain brand from Walmart, and the can of Rotel
Okay.
and ground meat. The difference that she did, and I thought this was pretty neat, is that she used these taco shells, the ones that can kind of stand up because they're kind of flat on the bottom.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can just kind of, your friends or whoever's at your house can put it in there and then eat it like a taco.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so just
That would be
something,
delicious.
instead of having the dip and dipping your chips in there, you just have it in a taco. So I don't know,
Okay.
something a little bit different.
Does yours take any baking time at all?
Not really. I've already got, oh shit, well, you can see the ground meat is pretty much already browned. So all
Okay.
I'm gonna do next, and honestly, I don't remember if she did the Rotel first or the cheese first, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So
Okay. Well, mine requires about 15 minutes of baking. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pop these in the oven.
yeah,
But before we pop them in the oven, I have a few steps to do.
okay,
Um,
go
and
ahead.
I'm already feeling like I'm about to cough because the peppers are strong. But
Oh my.
these are
Okay.
the jalapeno peppers that I bought. And
That you
so,
grew in your backyard.
oh, I wish. Well, maybe next year after I retire. But I'm going to start with cutting them in the middle, cutting them in
Okay.
half, I should say. And
Okay.
I'm going to try hard not to breathe. And I am using gloves because I don't want this to get into my eyes. So,
Yeah, that's
and
painful.
then with this little paring knife, I've already done some, so I'm just showing you what I did. This little paring knife, I'm just going to kind of scoop out the inside
Okay.
of these. And I also used a little spoon to kind of help me, but you can also just use your fingers to just kind of pull all the seeds out. Now, I think people that really like jalapenos and spicy jalapenos uh, might decide to leave those seeds in. I do not. So I pulled all of that out. You can see it's just
Yeah.
an empty little shell. And
Yeah.
I'm going to do the other one too. And then I'm going to move over now next after I get this one out and I'm going to make the inside. And
Okay.
the inside of this is really super easy. But I am going to have to wrap them with bacon. So that's going to take a few minutes while I do that. And we'll go to your recipe.
Okay.
Sorry, my cat's in here deciding to be crazy right at this moment.
Oh,
But
now
okay,
I'm
so
I'm
this is,
struggling over here. We're trying to open this cheese thingy.
oh, okay.
But
So
okay.
that's everything there. Now I have a bowl and I did soften some cream cheese. And by the way, I learned a new hack. And probably talking about Nicole from All Recipes.
Yes.
Yes, I love her. So
Me
this is
too.
something.
She's great.
Yes, this is something she taught me. If you haven't left your cream cheese out already or left it out and it's not room temperature, you
Mhm.
can just fill a glass with hot water
Mhm.
and then take your cream cheese in the packet before you open it, is dunk it in there. And I did that tonight. It took about 10, 15 minutes and it was room temperature immediately. So that hot water really did the
Oh
job.
wow.
But I learned that from her. So anyway, I put in the cream
Yes,
cheese.
she's got some really good ideas.
She does. Yeah. It's a test kitchen. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah.
any behind the scenes stuff, but and then I have some this is some purple onion here. I like that
Oh
purple
yeah.
onion.
I like purple onion.
So I'm going to put about a teaspoon and a half in there. And this is all to taste. So you can put more or less in there.
Okay.
And so it is a little bit not too soft. And then I'm also going to put in some cheese. So I've got both the pepper jack cheese and the sharp cheddar cheese. So I'm going to put in just a few scoops of that.
I have a question for you.
Sure. And I'll
Um,
stir this around while you talk.
I have not used like Velveeta or this fake Velveeta in I don't know how many thousands of years. You
Mhm.
don't add anything to it, right? I mean, as far as like water or anything, you just have to wait for it to melt. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you just wait for it to melt. I think
Okay.
usually Now you could put it over like a, boiling water over a pot with boiling water, or I don't even know, maybe the microwave can melt it. I think the only thing we usually added to it was like the can of Rotel
Yeah, I got that.
tomatoes.
That I
Okay.
actually have the actual Rotel. But I was
Yeah.
just wondering because it looks like, but I don't have it on very high either because I was starting to burn the meat. So it should be okay. I mean, usually like 1,000 years ago when I used to make it, I would make it in a crock pot. And so you just
Oh,
put
okay.
everything in there and just let it stay and then it's ready.
Yeah. I'm
But
also going to add a little bit of a red bell pepper that I bought. Sorry.
okay,
Um,
go ahead.
so I'm going to add that real quick too, and then I'm going to start scooping them and put them um into the peppers, and then I'll show you putting the bacon part around it. But go ahead if you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Well, I'm trying to melt it. It is melting. It's not really that hard to melt. I just was like, I'm not the cooker or the baker. That's you. So or the candlestick maker. You know what? Let me show you what I did. I tried to make
Okay.
a candle. That didn't work either. Let me show you.
Uh-oh.
I tried two. Okay, this was the first one.
Okay.
That happened.
Let me see. Oh,
And I
okay.
had trimmed the wick a little bit. It's a
Huh?
good size. I had trimmed the wick a little bit and I thought, okay, I trimmed the wick probably too much. Then I left the wick long. Second try, that happened. Same
Second
thing.
try.
And then Richard tried to like carve out some of the wax. He thought maybe that would help it because
Yeah.
I'm getting so aggravated with it. I'm like, that's it, I've had it. So,
Oh no.
but I'll try it one more time. What I'm thinking is that maybe I need to add like 2 or 3 wicks.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
know, like here is let me show you just a regular candle.
Okay.
And it's like the same size and has 3 wicks.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. But
Maybe so.
so when I said that, I'm not the cooker or the baker, the candlestick maker. I'm not either. None.
Well, I've never made candles either, so that would be a new adventure. And you know what? Honestly, probably the first time we do anything, we're not going to be pros at it, right?
Well,
So
that's
you're
true. And the key
giving,
is to not give up and just keep trying. And I still have more wax, so I'm gonna give it another try. But this time I'm gonna use 3 wicks. And then in this little kit that I bought, it has like the regular wicks, and then it has like wooden wicks. I know. I was like, what? But I don't know. Maybe I'll try that instead. Maybe that'll work.
I really wasn't sure how people made candles at all, but I recently saw a video where they used they melted down some wax from an old broken candle or something.
That's what I did.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
she used two chopsticks so that the wick would stand up straight and tall while she poured the melted wax into the
Yeah.
candle. And I thought, well, that's interesting, and she kind of taped it or something. And I thought,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I wondered how that wick was going to stand
And yeah,
But,
it came in a whole little kit, and it had that, and it had even like the little pot that you could put the wax in and put it in the stove and melt it in that, so you don't have to use like one of your pots and ruin it. So
okay.
I thought this is easy enough, but no, wasn't.
Nothing ever is, right? But
No,
if
no,
you're
no,
if you're having fun doing it and you're going to be a pro the next time you do it or something,
or something.
um, yeah, eventually, definitely. Don't
Yeah.
worry. That's the way it goes. So
Yes, that's the
now
way.
I did use a whole 8-ounce container of cream cheese, and
Okay.
I'm kind of noticing that is like the perfect amount because I'm down to like my last
Oh,
4,
okay,
and
good.
I'm almost out of
Good.
the cream cheese. So I'm like,
Oh, so let me ask you, who are you guys rooting for in the Super
who's
Bowl?
playing again? Remind me who's playing?
Seattle and
Yeah.
the Saints or the Patriots or somebody?
Uh-uh. Is that
Okay.
right? Okay, the producer is shaking his head. Yes, so that is correct.
What?
Um,
I need
so
extra
who
points for that because I don't even know how I knew that.
you got points. So who are we rooting for? I don't know. Seattle? Is that right? Okay, the producer says yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, that's who Richard said we're rooting for. So okay, whatever.
Well,
So
I mean, like you don't really have a lot of skin in the game because it's not one of your favorite teams. So
no.
I don't know. I honestly go just for the commercials and for the entertainment and the fun. Just being together with a group of people is the fun part. So
Yeah.
that's the real purpose. The football part's great, but not not the highlight for me. Unless, the Dallas Cowboys are playing or something, but maybe next year one of the Dallas
Yeah,
Cowboys.
well, yeesh.
You never know.
Well, you never know. Yeah, stranger things have happened. So
Exactly.
You never know.
Yes. Okay, so now, just to let you know, I'm out now at the bacon part, and I had to buy center cut bacon
Okay,
because they said
okay,
that that cooks fastest.
okay.
So now I'm going to take a piece of bacon, one piece, and I'm going to wrap that around the jalapeno popper like this.
Did you
And
say you
then
had made this before or never before?
I've never made this before.
Okay.
I don't actually even like jalapenos. So this is really more for my guests that like this. Now I haven't eaten the jalapeno poppers that have like all the breading around it that you can buy at the grocery store.
Oh,
And they're
okay.
not bad. They're, but of course it's processed, so it's not good either, but
Yeah.
that tastes good.
Don't be
You
talking about process, okay? Because here I am with the processed cheese. So,
Yeah, you got the processed cheese. Hey, once a year, having it for Super Bowl, I
yeah,
guess isn't too bad. But all
exactly.
right. So I'm just finishing up these guys by wrapping them up. Tell me how yours is going over there.
It's going really well. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see this. My cheese is pretty much melted. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm going to go ahead and throw in the Rotel. I think it's going to
Okay. Okay, that's good.
go in that.
All
And I
right.
didn't buy like a spicy one. This one is just the diced tomatoes with green chiles, and it says no salt added. So I
Oh,
figured
wow.
that the Velveeta had, or the fake Velveeta, had enough salt in it already. So I didn't want
Yeah.
to add more salt.
Hmm. Okay, that's good. Very, very good.
And here we go. So it's looking good.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
So how
And
was the week?
the week was a little crazy at work, just
Oh yeah.
busy, busy. But I mean, we have it's awesome that so many people want to volunteer and so groups want to come and volunteer, but they just
Yeah.
keep us on our toes, just kind of running. We actually had a group that said they wanted to do, we have a new thing that we bought a kit called the Poverty Simulation
Uh-huh.
Experience.
Uh-huh.
And for those that may not have ever really experienced poverty, it's an experience for them to walk through a scenario. There's four scenarios, and they assume a character like a parent role or a child role. And then we give them real life situations that our clients would face in those situations.
Oh my God.
And they navigate through the process and feel, the experience and see how it would feel
Mhm.
to, have to use social services, to have to take the bus to get social services, you wait in line, not
Yeah.
have enough money maybe to pay their mortgage and have to pawn items. I mean, it's a whole
Hmm.
experience. But anyway, so we had a group that wanted to do it
Hmm.
here in Atlanta, and we were excited about bringing it to them. And then they did call back a few days ago and said that they had moved their event to a brewery in Atlanta and
Oh,
asked if
okay.
we could still do the simulation there. And I said, no, this is an experience. This is not something that we're not going to do it while we're drinking beer.
Yeah.
We're going to take it seriously. And unfortunately, that's not the proper location for it. It requires kind of a lot of setup and
Yeah.
volunteers to
I'm
run
gonna
it.
grab some cheese real quick.
Okay. So anyhow, we had to kind of cancel that portion of it. They are still making some hygiene kits for us, so that's nice. But yeah, just didn't work out that they were going to get to do that after. We were kind of looking forward to it because a group of us were going to go and put it on, um, and it's a good event. But anyway, that didn't quite work out. So
Oh well.
after much planning and effort, it all ended up fizzling out. But just to let you know, I'm about to put these into the oven. And I
Okay.
did have to put these on a metal pan because they, obviously cooking bacon, you want your grease to drip down. And
And how
so,
long do you have to cook those?
just 15 minutes. And I have a 400-degree oven right now ready for them. So I'm
Okay.
going to pop them in my oven right now. Whoopsie, I'm already in there. Okay, I'm gonna take that pan out real quick. All right, that.
And I'm pulling out the taco shells. I hope they're not broken. You know how sometimes I've never bought these before, but remember, or not remember, but there was times when you would buy the other kind of taco shells and
Yeah.
then they'd be like all broken. And you're like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And then you're like, what am I supposed to do with these?
I know. Exactly. Well, I actually bought some new tortillas. I was going to show you that today too. Let me just clean up my area a bit. So how we always like making our own homemade tortillas, right? And so I saw this package that's
Think of
semi.
yourself, speak for yourself.
Well, these are semi-made. Oh, and I forgot to say, cheers. I made myself a little margarita tonight.
Oh, I'm having a little peach Bellini.
How are you?
Yeah,
Well, in honor of making the Mexican food, I felt like, gotta have a margarita with that. So
it was a Mexican peach. It came from the fields of Mexico.
there you go.
Okay, salud.
Yes. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I forgot an ingredient in my peppers. Oh, well. This was a little bit of taco seasoning that was going to
Oh,
give it some extra flavor. But you know what I'm going to do when it comes out? I'm going to sprinkle that onto the bacon.
look
Oh,
how smart old El Paso is. Do you see that?
yeah.
They're all like in a little shrink wrap thingy.
Oh, okay.
So they can't break. You know,
Perfect.
it's
Perfect.
funny because I was just saying, oh, they're probably gonna be broken, or remember when they used to come all broken?
Yeah.
Well, they thought of everything, you know.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Well, here are the tortillas I was mentioning to you that I bought. Now, this is just made by Great Value. They're a flour tortilla. They're half made. I mean, and they're in this
Oh,
package.
oh yeah. I've bought those before. Not there, but at HEB.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I tried them last night for dinner. I'm not gonna say I loved them.
No?
No, I felt like they cooked kind of inconsistent.
Oh.
Like definitely when you make your own, they cook very well. But
Well,
anyway,
when I
that's what I'm
make
gonna
my
use.
own, they don't cook very well, but okay. No,
Well,
no,
that's what I'm gonna use for this recipe because it's too late. I already have them, and that's what I'm using. So,
no. Okay.
all right. So, I have made quesadillas many ways before, but guess what? I watched Nicole
Oh my
from all
goodness.
recipes, and she made these very simple quesadillas, and I liked her system of the way she made them, so I decided let's try that. So
Okay,
that's what I'm doing today.
good.
Let me just check my temperature real quick on this little griddle.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I'm gonna add this dip to the taco shell
Okay.
and
Now
see what happens here.
I'm gonna grab one more thing. I forgot the butter
Okay.
from my fridge. All
And then I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on the top because that's what she did.
right. Ooh,
So I'm
yes.
using, this is a Mexican blend cheese.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna put on the top.
Nice. All right.
And I'm ready to taste.
Oh, you are? That
Yeah.
was fast. All right. Sounds good.
So I'll wait for you as I taste this and tell you how it is.
Okay, that's good. All right, so what I'm doing here is I've already got these semi-made. You can see I already started making them, and I'm gonna kind of go with them from this point on. But what you do, let me just grab my little butter. You
You're
take a
not
little
gonna
bit of
believe this.
butter.
You're not gonna believe this, but I took a bite
Uh-huh.
and this little sucker still stands. It doesn't fall over. I don't know if you can see
Oh,
that. I mean, it's a little
sure.
bit, but it still stands. It
Okay,
didn't like
very
all
good.
crack.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I just
Okay, sorry. Go
buttered.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, no, it's okay. I just buttered my skillet, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my tortillas right on top of that butter. And then while they're cooking here, you're supposed to take your cheese and you add your cheese to the entire tortilla. And hopefully not spill it on the griddle like I just did. But you just put it on the entire tortilla because you want the cheese to be all over. All right, so I'm going to do that to these two real quick.
Okay.
And by the way, the cheese that I said that I was using, the pepper jack and the sharp cheddar cheese, I cut it a little bit because I wanted to make sure it was going to melt kind of quickly. And putting it into those jalapeno peppers, I felt like it was a little bit hard because it was a little bit long. And
Okay.
so I think cutting them down a little bit helped. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, that's that. Now, I'm just going to take a peek at the color real quick on the tortilla, see how it's doing. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. And I'm going to also adjust the temperature down a little bit. This
I'm gonna
griddle that
adjust
I
the
got,
temperature in my house because it's cold.
oh, this is at 350, but I just put it to 325. But while this cheese is kind of melting,
Okay.
I'm going to start putting on the ingredients. But the trick is you're only going to put the ingredients on half of the tortilla. So I'm going to put it on this side, for instance. I've got a little bit of the red onion here and here. I might just use my hands, but more consistent if I do that. Spread it around. Okay. And then I've got some tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and I'm going to go ahead and put those on. And hopefully I'm not burning my tortilla. That'll be embarrassing. I've got a little bit of diced chicken, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And she said it's okay if your ingredients are a little bit cold because this is going to heat it up in the process. You know, you're making this anyway, so you're fine. And I put a little bit more chicken on this side. All these things can kind of just go right on top there.
It's looking
And
good.
and then I have a little bit of black beans, so I'm just going to pour those on here too.
Okay.
And let's hope this really works, or I'll be mad at Nicole. She said it's going to work, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so I've got the beans on there. I also have a little bit of green chilies, so I'm going to put those on too. All right, we just put a few on. I don't really love that green chili. All right, so that's everything I had here. So now I'm going to take the tortilla and now you fold it over just like that.
Looks good.
Yes.
Nice and toasty. I like it.
It is nice and toasty. Yes, I'm going to fold this side over too. And basically now you're just going to let the cheese melt just for a few seconds. It's pretty much done at this point. So I'm just going to push it down a little bit and then I'm going to grab a plate to plate these on. All right. And they sound like they are ready. They're sizzling. And I'm just going to take them off, put them on here. And
delicious.
Yes. And because I have some things that fell on there, they're sizzling there, but I'm just going to turn that off real quick. And then I'm just going to cut them in half the way you would usually feature a quesadilla. Because this right now just looks like a taco, but all we do now is you're going to cut them. You can cut them into little triangle shapes like that.
Okay.
And then this is what it looks like. And it's does cook very nicely. And I have a little bit of sour cream here. I could make a little bit of guacamole, put it on top. Also have some cilantro. I could put some cilantro inside too. I forgot about that piece. But anyway, you just put whatever toppings, whatever you want inside them. But these are nice. They're crispy. They really did a good job. So it looks delicious. So let's do our taste test at the same time, okay?
Oh, well, I already beat you to that, but okay.
So good.
Nicole did it again. If you're not subscribed to Nicole, what did we say was her channel?
All recipes.
All recipes, Nicole. She's so good.
Yes, she's really good. All right, that was delicious. I would definitely make that again.
Yes, definitely. I would make this again too. And so easy.
I know. Now
and it's hearty. It's hearty because like for the game, you know, people kind of go back and forth and, you know, they eat a little, then they sit down, then they come back and
yeah,
perfect.
Exactly. Now the jalapeno poppers are still, the bacon is still cooking. You can see it's here in the oven.
Yeah.
They're going to need a few more minutes. It says 7 minutes. So I'll probably leave that in the oven just a few more minutes. Tell me about how your week was.
Well, very busy, very busy. And yeah, just hectic and busy. And the day just goes by so fast. I had a couple of days where I forgot to even, you know, take off and go to lunch. I just sat on my computer like all day long. Then I was thinking about what we had mentioned, you know, it's so bad to just sit there all day long. And that's exactly what I did. But it was just nonstop. Yeah. It's like, you know, I'd turn my head and I'd look back and then there was, you know, 10 new emails and so forth. So I don't know, friends out there, if y'all have the same issue, you know, right before you retire, or if you're still working, it's so hard. It can be very frustrating because at the same time, you're devoted to your job. So you want to do, you know, the best you can do, and you want to make sure you stay on track and keep up with everything. Right. But on the other hand, if you sit there all day, you're not being devoted to yourself almost.
Right, exactly.
Because you're not supposed to.
We had a team planning session today, this afternoon from 1 to 5. So I said, let's go out to lunch before we start our session. So I invited my whole team to go out. And I had one lady on the team who said, I don't have time to go and eat lunch. And I say, look, we eat lunch every day at our desk, every single one of us. Today we're going out. We're going to stop and make an effort to go out to socialize, just to get outside a little bit. And so you kind of tell she didn't really want to, but I think she enjoyed herself after she went. So I said, well, I've got to do this at least once a month. So,
And Zoom is telling us we got 10 minutes. So
well, thank you, Sue.
yeah, thank you. You're
Well,
fine.
this was really good. I enjoyed making these two things. I
Mhm.
have more things to make before the Sunday game. I'm actually going to make some pigs in a blanket. Well, I already got the little sausage links, and then I'm going to take the
Yeah,
croissant dough and cut it in half and roll those up. I
good.
have some churro cookies that I researched a recipe for, kind of cinnamon sugar cookies as well. And by
That's
the way,
good.
I wanted to mention to you that the other night I actually made some, and everybody pronounces this different. I always call them buñuelos, but they're buñuelos or some, I don't even know how to pronounce them. But basically, I took one of these tortillas and dipped it, put it in my extra virgin olive oil. No, I deep fried it basically. And
Mhm.
when it comes out, you can put cinnamon sugar on it, or I like it just with sugar on it. No, it's not the most healthy thing you can eat, but it's delicious.
But
And
that's
even
good.
though
That sounds really good.
it was so easy, even though I didn't love this as much as a tortilla, because I felt like it was spotty sometimes the way it cooked,
Yeah.
it was delicious as a buñuelo. So I
Nice.
really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Good, good, good. Well,
Mhm.
I just want to mention to our friends out there that if they haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. From
Yeah,
now and then, we do different things. Today we're cooking, and next week we might be doing something else. Who knows what? I'm
that's
still
right.
working, or actually, I'm not working, but I'm still continuing to want to work on that piece of furniture that we saw last week that
Mhm.
that I bought on Facebook Marketplace. So it's just been so cold, and I want to take it out because I don't want to do it in my garage because it seems like dust goes everywhere. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's been a little bit cold, but once it gets a little bit warmer, which it will, and it's supposed to,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
working on it, and I'll start to give y'all updates on how it looks. And again, hopefully it doesn't turn out like my candles because then I will want to give up on that too. But hopefully it'll go well because I need that piece because I've got that little area that I showed you guys
Yeah.
that I need to put it in. So
Mhm. Well,
that's
you're
what I'm
trying new
waiting on.
things. I love that you tried something new.
Yeah.
And one day, I hope maybe we can record a video and so I can learn how to make candles too. I love that idea.
Well,
So
you just don't want to learn from me because
I do want to learn from you.
well, I'm going to try it again, but this time I'm going to try 3 wicks and see if maybe that's the problem. And
Yeah.
my all my wax is recycled, if you will, because this is all candles that I bought over the years.
Okay.
It's from Pier One. When Pier One was open, I had these candles.
Oh, I
And so
love that
every time,
store.
you hate throwing away the little glass container because they were always so
Hmm.
pretty. So
Hmm.
what you do is you put a little bit of water in it, right? Stick it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then all the wax comes up and floats to the top. And then
Okay.
just kind of set it on the counter. And then once it hardens again, you just kind of pull it out and it's like
Wow.
a puck of wax. So I had been saving them, saving them, saving them. And then this year I was like, okay, either I'm going to do it or I'm throwing this wax out. So strike two so far, but hey, stay tuned, friends. Third time's a
That's
charm.
right. Third time's the charm. That's right. And I'm going to check in the oven real quick to see
Okay.
if our bacon jalapeno poppers are ready.
Okay.
Oh, they're looking better. I
Okay,
would still
good.
give them a few more minutes. But you know what? I love that they kept their form.
They do look good.
Yeah, they're still cooking. And it says it only has a minute left, but I'm going to put a couple more minutes on it.
Yeah, it looks like it needs a little more time because the last
Mhm.
thing you want is for the bacon to be chewy. You want it to be nice
Exactly.
and crispy.
Right. Exactly. So,
But anyway, I don't think we're going to be able to see your jalapeno poppers, but
okay.
hey, you take a picture and we will insert in the end and then we can
I
see
can do
it
that.
that way. But friends,
Yes.
if you try either of these, recipes or 3 recipes actually we did. So they're all so simple. And if you get a chance, follow Nicole. She's awesome. She has so many different recipes and easy things, that you can put together.
Yeah.
So not difficult at
Exactly.
all. And I
And
love
I
how she
think
says,
that's the best quesadilla recipe I've ever tried. I've done it in my
yeah,
frying pan, and
yeah,
when I flip them over, I used to do two tortillas with the
yeah,
stuff in the middle. You flip it over and everything falls out. But
yeah.
not this method. This is a
Yeah.
good method. So
She's awesome. She
she's
has
good.
some really good ideas. But
Yeah.
anyway, I think we're done for today. And
Okay.
thank you so much for joining. Again, please like, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us. So, and you know what? Give us a comment. Hey, I liked it. Or hey, I tried it, or something. Just give us or a smiley face. Give us a heart. Give us whatever.
And you know what we're going to start doing? We're going to start shouting out all the new subscribers we had because we had a few last week.
We had
after our
three.
last video.
We had three. I
And
know that doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but to us, it's like, oh my God, we
yes,
had three. We're so excited.
and we see each one. Every time we get a new
Yes.
one, they email us, this is a new subscriber, and we see their
Yeah.
name. We go and check out their profile, and we're like, yay!
Yes.
So
That is such a good idea. We need to
yeah.
work on that. Yeah. We'll have to go
So
back to
we're
the
gonna
beginning.
shout you out if you subscribe tonight. We'll be shouting you out
Yes.
on the next video.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Yes.
Just do it. Just do it.
You can do it. Okay, guys, enjoy the Super Bowl. May your
Yes.
team win, whoever it is. Don't forget about the Puppy Bowl. That's so much fun. You can watch the Puppy Bowl as well. I watch that all the time.
Yes. Yes. Enjoy.
Bye, Elva. Take care.
Bye. You
Adios.
too. Bye bye. Good talking to
Bye.
you. Bye bye.